guess I'll do a quick video on the DS08 fitments on these on the FOXBODY. The good thing about these wheels is that they're kind of already the specs are already set up for a FOXBODY. But as any FOXBODY owner knows, there's a bunch of different setups people run: 5-lug swaps, different spindles, widened, shortened axles, all this crazy stuff. So with my setup, I have front spindles from a 1996 Mustang. Pretty sure they're 96. There's differences. I think it's 95 and 96, and then the newer, the 97 through 04 or whatever, those are a little bit, have a little bit wider of a track width or something. So if you want to know anything about spindles, go to MaximumMotorsports.com, go through all their technical info. They have everything on there to figure out what you need for your car. But for my car, I think it's 96. I had to double check. 1996 front spindles. Now, with the front wheels, these are the 8.5s with, I think, positive 35 offset, if I remember correctly. So I put these wheels on with an 1/8-inch spacer, and the little dust cover on the spindle popped the center cap out. So I'm not sure. I can't put it on the ground just this minute, but I would like to run the center caps. I know that. So I'm gonna try it with 1/4-inch spacers, and we'll see how the fitment works out for that. The rears, I test fitted a little bit. Again, they haven't put it on the ground yet, but I think the rears are gonna be perfect. And I have a stock length FOXBODY axle. So let's see how this works out. All right, this is what the fitment looks like on the car. Now I just set these coilovers at a whatever height, kind of matched them a little bit, and then I'm gonna let them settle, and then I'll go back and readjust all 4 corners. So on the front here, unfortunately I don't have my fenders rolled, so I'm probably gonna have to ride a little bit higher than that in the front, but I wish I could pull it out. I can't, it doesn't run at the moment, but there's a little bit of fitment on the front. I have to readjust my toe. I got the camber plates maxed out. So as you can see, it sits pretty flush. Let's take a look at the back here. In the back, these are 10.5. These are 10.5 with a positive 22 offset, I believe. 10.5s, again, we're pretty flush. There's no spacer in the rear. As you can see, looks like we got clearance all the way around. Somebody cut, let's see if my finger goes in there. Somebody cut something right there. I don't know what that is, but it wasn't me, I promise. So it looks like we got good clearance all the way around. Tires are the Nitto NT555 G2s. What size are they? I forget. Oh, they're, okay, so these are 285, 35, 18. The fronts are 245, 40, 18s. So on the front, I am running a 1/4-inch spacer, because with the 1/8-inch spacer, so I believe in order to run the Cobra brakes, you need a little bit of spacer with this offset. Again, these are 8.5 with positive 35. I think they're positive 30, whatever they're, pretty sure they're positive 35, but with this spec, I think you need at least an 1/8-inch spacer to clear the Cobra brakes. Now, when I put my 1/8-inch spacer on, bolted the wheel up, the center cap popped out. So I put a 1/4-inch spacer on it. That kept the center cap from popping out. And honestly, again, I mean, the camber plates are maxed out now, so it's probably negative, I don't even know, maybe negative like 3 degrees of camber, maybe negative 2 degrees. So it's a little bit cambered. Now, if I rolled my fenders, I could probably get away with maybe 1 less degree of camber, but that's fine with me. I don't really care. So with the 1/8 inch spacer, you could probably run them flood. Like I said, I would rather have the center caps on than run without center caps. So again, these are 1996 GT spindles. So 1/4 inch spacer and the center caps won't pop out. And this one's turned, this one's straight. As you can see, I just finished the Maximum Motorsports, cane member, all that stuff, added some camber, or take away some camber, however you want to look at it. So my toe is all jacked up now. So I'm gonna have to get this thing, I'm gonna eyeball line it, and then I'm gonna have to get it aligned. But I think it looks great. I wish I could pull it out right now, but like I said, fuel system's not back together yet, so I can't do anything. But I can't wait to get this thing out and test drive it too, because all this stuff is new now. New cane member, new control arms. I'm gonna put the bump steer kit on it, stiffer coilovers in the front. I'm gonna have, I got the coilovers in the back now. I had the lowering springs, so yeah, just a lot of little tweaks with this thing. So hopefully I'm chasing that setup that I'm looking for, which is just a tight, refined vehicle. Still gotta get the, what do you call it, son? Subframe connectors too. So I'm chasing that tight, refined vehicle. Hopefully when I take this thing out, it's dialed in. Obviously I'm gonna let it sit, readjust the ride height. I don't want it to be too low. I need to bring it up just a hair in the front already, I know that. We'll see how much it sinks. It'll probably sink 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch or something. So I'll let it sink. I'll come back out, I'll readjust it. The rear needs to go down, the front probably needs to go up. So that's probably gonna be it for this video. If anybody's wondering where I got the wheels, I got them through Fitness Industries. They mount and balance and send them out to you on a pallet. It's pretty slick though. Instead of buying wheels and then buying tires and then take them somewhere to get balanced and mounted and then risk having somebody mess it up. Hopefully, maybe end of next week, I'll have the fuel system buttoned up and I'll back the car out and we'll see what it looks like out in the sun, which I can't wait.